Hello, 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 Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you could make it, and I hope you're all doing very, very well. Now, Capricorn, I've already shuffled and laid out your spread. We're going to move on to your reading, but stick around at the end because we're going to take a look and see what some additional guidance and a final message can be for you about your money situation. And so let's get started, Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, you have a lot of water and cup energy in terms of your energy and attitude about your money situation. So you are either focused on love or a significant connection or your family, or you're just very much in your feelings. But your overall energy around your money situation is you do have the star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. With the star here, you are looking to heal your money and finances, or you are experiencing healing in money and finances. You are hoping for more, wanting to make sure you have everything you want and need with the star here. This is you wanting wish fulfillment, healing, renewal, you wanting serenity, but this is you having faith, hope, and optimism about your money situation. Now, the star is also saying what you could be dealing with as well is reaching a period of calm after going through a lot of difficulties, or you want to try to get to a place of calm and peace with your money situation because of the difficulties you are experiencing with money. So with this star energy here, this here is a good omen, a positive omen here that healing is possible, or to let you know that healing is needed with your money situation. Now, your attitude with that star is you do have this 5 of Swords. So this is mental energy. So you could be at odds with yourself or at odds with somebody else with the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords talks about conflict, tension, loss, defeat, looking to win at all costs, being open to change even. The star is also talking about you could be harboring past resentment. There may be fights or disputes about money. You may be experiencing a victory, but it's an empty victory, like a no-win situation or a no-win situation. The 5 of Swords is saying you may be looking to dominate, or there's some sort of battle around money. There may be games being played with money. But definitely this is speaking to experiencing challenges and difficulties. Now, you may be looking for the end to justify the means, or you may be looking to see how to bounce back after being knocked down. Now, if there's dispute, there may be some rules that are firmly fixed, or just whatever's going on where you're experiencing conflict around your money situation or what you're trying to do or your aims. There may be some rules that are firmly fixed. Now, this is the time to keep spending at a minimum with this 5 of Swords, but be careful about how you respond or plan about dealing with your money and finances situation, because you definitely got some difficulties here, and you don't want to add to the difficulties that you are going through by what you're doing or not doing here. Now, you do have this Tower energy, and you could be dealing with the Scorpio, but with the Tower here, this is saying that you may be going through a very harsh economic lesson. You could be being hit with a disaster or crisis, or about to be hit with a disaster or crisis. So the Tower is saying there's some sort of extremely unpleasant circumstances around money. This could be bankruptcy for some. This could be unemployment, a loss of a sale, a sudden destruction of your finances situation by receiving a blow to your money and finances that is hard to take. This is perhaps something that's going on or happening that's either unexpected or just a drastic change with your money situation. So the Tower is saying this is not the time to make or take risky moves. Now, it is possible you could be receiving a revelation about your money and finances situation, some sort of epiphany or realization, but the Tower is saying nonetheless there's an energy of major change impacting your money and finances here, whether you're causing it or whether it's being caused to you, but it's affecting you in a personal way, of course, because you do have a lot of Cups energy here. Now, your attitude to that Tower is the 7 of coins. I want you to take a look at that 7 of coins. The 7 of coins is a really interesting card in this Alice Tarot deck. If you take a look in the 7 of coins, there's several people and they're all painting the flowers that are white and turning them red. You see that? So what I feel is happening here is your energy and attitude. You're assessing the situation, and you may be realizing a mistake that you've made, or realizing a mistake that has been made perhaps by someone else. This is perhaps you focusing on how to make a quick fix to the situation and looking at what you've done or doing and knowing that you could have done it better too. So this is like a cover-up about a fuck-up. That's what that feels like, a cover-up around a fuck-up. Okay, you may have didn't evaluate something properly, or you missed something, but now there's, trying to rush to go clean it up. Yeah, the thing is, escalated looks a little shady there, right? That's covering up a mistake. It's not fixing a mistake. That's why I'm saying that. So you let me know. Something's going on with that energy and effort that you are putting into this, or that's being put into your money and finance situation. So, Capricorn, you do have the 7 of Wands as your money situation and the 3 of Cups representing your energy and your attitude here. Now, with the 7 of Wands, there's a need for you to protect your money and your investments. You may find that you have to go about it by some unusual means, or you may find that you need to do the impossible, but there's some need to hold off with something, or whatever is going on around your money situation is challenging. Now, the 7 of Wands is saying you could be experiencing some quarrels, some resistance, some struggle here with others, because it is paired with this 3 of Cups. But there's an ability for you to get success in those quarrels, because the 7 of Wands is saying there's a need to take a stand, to take action, to defend, to fight for what you're going after, and that by doing that, you have the ability to be on higher ground. And you can take the higher ground in this, or maybe this is just about needing to take the higher road in the situation. Now, with this 3 of Cups here, if you take a look, you have 3 people here. You have the red, which is like that root chakra, focusing on that stability, that security, that survival mode. And this other person is wearing blue, so there may be a need to communicate here, to speak up, or there needs to be a focus on communication and maybe how you're communicating or need to communicate, or if you should communicate. I don't know, you know. And then you have this other person wearing white. So it's like something needs to be cleared, something needs to be cleansed, something needs to be taken care of. And so this 3 of Cups being your energy and your attitude here, they don't look all that harmonious or that they're getting along, right? They're just kind of there. So you could be dealing with or being in the company of others as it relates to your money situation. And the question is, are you really enjoying what's going on here? Are you feeling out of your element and out of your depth in this social situation with who you could be engaging, dealing with, or working together with, or creating with concerning your money situation? The 3 of Cups is also saying you are perhaps focusing on wanting to get it together, because you want to fix this and see some abundance. The 3 of Cups is saying that just as fast as money is coming in, it's also going out. You're focusing on how to reward yourself now and maybe make up for it later. So if you're doing that, to what end are you going to do this? And is it justifiable or not? That is the question. So with this 3 of Cups, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of harmony here for you or with who you may be dealing with. Now, this could be what you're experiencing at the hand of someone else or others, and so there's a need to be careful and guard your money and finances so you're not getting played. and not ending up defeated or ending up empty-handed or experiencing a no-win situation, because this Five of Swords is your attitude. You may be feeling a little defeated. So Capricorn, you do have the Page of Swords and as your money situation, and the Nine of Cups is your energy and attitude towards your money and finance situation. Now, first off, there could be some news coming in about money, or you could be looking to communicate about money. But if you take a look, he's sitting there, he seems to be thinking and contemplating as if to need a new plan, a new perspective here. So be careful about taking risks, or you may feel compelled to do something or not compelled to do something. Be careful about all talk and no action. Be careful about not making good on a promise, or someone else not making good on a promise with you. The Knight of Swords is saying that you may be fighting with problems to guard, to defend your money situation or your ideas around money, or against others here with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is also saying be careful of spying. Now, the Page of Swords is asking you to have a youthful but clever approach. Be keen to learn, but use your brain to help you confront what the issues are so that you can face your fears. Okay? There's a need to be smart about this. And so you could be taking on a threat, or it could be experiencing some bullying. But you want to be courageous. Well, I want to say creative. You want to be creative, but you want to be courageous. And there may be a need to be talkative, or maybe you're being talkative, or you're being curious. But there's some sort of mental restlessness, or this sense of needing to hasten with your money situation and work on it. Now, you could be enthusiastically pursuing a new money opportunity that relies on having the information, the knowledge, and the intellect. So do you have all the information, the knowledge, and what is your intellect on this? Is there more you need to learn, or more you need to research? Or do you need to bring someone in on this that has those skill sets, but that you can also trust? So you want to be careful about that Page of Swords information. Or, well, it must be information coming in, but be careful with that Page of Swords. So with the Nine of Cups being your energy and attitude here, if you take a look with this Nine of Cups, there's a couple of hands, and there's two different, I can't tell, yes, two different hands. So there's like two different people pushing down on this mouse and trying to get that mouse in the pot. So your emotions and feelings could be that you feel forced in a situation. This may be a need for you to be careful what you wish for. This may be you having issues with getting peace and contentment because something is being done in an odd way, or you could be experiencing emotional pressure being put upon you by others, or that you are experiencing as it has to do with your dealings with others with this Nine of Cups here. But you want satisfaction and contentment and wish fulfillment. But this Nine of Cups is saying there's some problems around having that, or that occurring for you. Now, there's something you're not happy with here. And so your goal with money is the Fool, and the Ace of Cups is your energy and attitude towards that. So for some of you, this is about a new relationship. And if this is regarding a new relationship, you may be spending a lot of money, or it's calling on you to spend money that maybe you don't have or can't afford. There's something about this Ace of Cups where you need to question whether it has to do with family, to do with the creative project, working together with others, giving out a loan. Whatever this opportunity with this Ace of Cups is, whatever this possibility is, whatever this relationship is, whatever this love scenario, if that's what it is, new love or rekindling of love, can you afford this shit with the Ace of Cups? Because the Fool, you could be dealing with an Aquarius or an Aries with this energy. And with the Fool, you may be wanting a new beginning, but the Fool is saying as a goal also that you want to be careful about being naive, also is that there's also an era of how innocent are you in this situation, or do you want to make sure you're innocent about whatever's happening or going on where you may be dealing with others, or by your actions that you do alone. This Fool is saying that you also want to address a mistake, or you don't want to make a mistake. You may be trying to go about this with a leap of faith. But also, the Fool is saying that there could be an opportunity at hand to improve your money situation, or you're looking for an opportunity to improve your money situation, but there is some risk. But if it's something that you can truly swing it to do, in terms of that initial investment to make that shift, that you're going to have to be patient, because it can take some time before you see signs of being able to get out ahead. You also need to consider, are you being reckless or foolish with your risk taking, or just reckless and foolish with how you're handling your money? The Fool could be saying you're talking about having an entrepreneurial spirit, where you got new ideas and thinking of the new possibilities, and thinking about, some of you, a get-rich-quick scheme. You may need to cool your heels on that, because a get-rich-quick scheme is just that. It's a scheme. And so it can leave you high and dry. And this may also be something that you're considering. It's also possible that you're thinking about leaving your job too. And so that's a tough decision to make about an opportunity that you clearly don't look sure about with the Fool. Now, this Ace of Cups being your energy and attitude towards this, because with this Fool energy, your goals is to avoid the issues that come with the Fool that I've mentioned. But you also perhaps want to take a risk, perhaps want to take care of something. I also feel like you don't want to be shuffled along. I'm hearing that. Or you may be trying to shuffle something along to get past somebody. Somebody may be trying to get something past you connected to a money situation. The Ace of Cups is talking about, you could be focusing, like I said, on new love. But the Ace of Cups is saying that, there may be a need for you to keep a strict budget. Okay? Because love may be making you frivolous, carefree, and spending money that you don't have. Now, it's also possible regarding an opportunity to start something new, or to take care of something, or where the goal is not to be reckless, or the goal is to be bold and courageous. You want to be careful with this Ace of Cups energy being your energy and attitude, because there's a need to ask yourself, the risk that you're taking to pursue something that you really want that's being presented to you, is it feasible? Is it worth it? Should you be doing this? And if you take the risk, you may be, the goal is for it to pay off, but the question is, will it? Because the Fool and the Ace of Cups is saying that it's possible, and if it's possible, it could very well take some time for you to see the dividends. Okay? Now, it's simply possible that you may be doing something that seems foolish, but you just feel you have to do it anyway. So, and therein lies the Fool, right? Therein lies the opportunity, the potential for something. So the goal is for you to make it happen. And the goal is also for you not to lose out and miss out, or make this mistake, or how do you correct this mistake? How do you find the way to fix this, or avoid the problem that can come with this? Now, your challenge with crossing your money situation is you do have the Six of Swords, and the Moon is your energy and attitude. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or Pisces individual. Now, with the Six of Swords here is your challenge. You are experiencing troubled waters around your money situation, and there's a need to rise above that problem. You may need to turn to a friend. Now, there could be something that's going on that's regretful, but now there's a necessary transition that needs to happen. You may have been on a journey about dealing with your money situation, and now you're at a place where you need some support, or someone may be turning to you for some support. but there's a need for a transition, and there may be trouble trying to get that transition, the ability to move on, or to get rite of passage with something concerning money. The Six of Swords is also saying that your situation is about to change, but while that transition is occurring, you may be finding that there's some need for you to make some sacrifices that you may not want to make but are needed, or you may discover while this transition is happening you have to do it. There's sacrifices that have to be made for this to be completed. The Six of Swords is also saying you're trying to figure out how to move away from problems, and there may be a need to ask for help. So be open to accepting that gift, accepting that loan, without worrying about paying it back right now. It's not that you won't, it's just you can't worry about borrowing it only to worry about paying back. You need to be focused on the reason why you borrowed is to get your shit together, or to fix the situation. Now, this is saying you would be temporarily indebted, but it would be to keep from going broke. If someone is indebted to you, and maybe you're calling on that debt and they're not coming through and keeping their promise, and that's a problem. And you might feel foolish about that. Okay, so be careful about loaning any money if you really can't stand to do it. If you're going to loan money, loan it like a gift. And if you're going to borrow money, this is the time to ask that loan be given to you like a gift. You're not saying you're not paying it back, you're just saying you don't know when. And if somebody needs to pay you right now, you might be at a place where you don't know when you're going to see that shit. And that's not cool, because you need it and you can't afford this to go down. So your likely outcome with money. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't talk about the moon. So intense, these feelings, that I just want to move away from it. The moon here is saying that you might be feeling like you're going down a rabbit hole. Okay? Your intuition, follow your intuition, or there's a need to follow your intuition, or you need to ask yourself, is your intuition off? You may not be feeling good about something going on around money, or you want to just simply move on from a mistake, and you may not know how to go about doing that. The moon is saying there's some sort of confusion or lack of clarity here. There's some anxiety, some insecurity here. Now, also, you could be just entering another world, concerning your money situation that's unfamiliar and uncomfortable to you. And you could be just very upset about some shit or angry. But also pay attention to your dreams. This also could just be you experiencing a lot of fear. Now, some of you're experiencing fear about your money situation and how it's going to transition and what it's going to look like, but you're dealing with it in a calm way nonetheless. Or you're trying to figure out how to deal with it in a calm way. Now, the moon is also saying you could be going from one mental state to another. One minute you feel like you got the clarity, and next minute you fucking confused. And so the ability to make that transition is still complicated or conflict for you because of that. The moon is also saying that there's a need to be careful of the unknown, or you just, that's where you're at. Shit is unknown and it's causing confusion, feeling like you're down a rabbit hole. But the moon is asking you to be careful about hidden agendas. Your hidden agenda, or possibly the hidden agenda of someone else or others. Because there's some sort of mystery and confusion, and there's a need to understand what's going on around your money. And so are you creating this mystery and confusion, or is it happening to you? What's going on here? Now, the moon is also saying your money situation is in a cycle that you're going through and dealing with, and you're going to have to deal with until maybe the following month to see it cleared up. And so the moon is advising you against making major decisions because you don't have all of the information. You need more information, or something may not be straightforward in dealing with and doing. So be careful of others and their agenda, and mindful of yours. So your outcome with your money situation is you do have the Knight of Swords as your money situation, and the Four of Cups. The first thing I'm thinking about is be careful of drama with this Knight of Swords energy, because it's possible that either you could be opinionated, someone else is being opinionated. Be careful about being hasty, because the Knight of Swords is an action-oriented card, a communicative card. This is speaking, planning, thoughts. Be careful of what's being severed, or you may be looking to sever ties or sever something, cut something out. But the Knight of Swords is saying that there's some aggressive action to tackle something. So don't disregard the fact that, there can be consequences for that kind of behavior if you're not being strategic, or there's a need to be careful about your strategy here, because whatever's going on here, you want to see fast growth with your money situation, and you want to see a high chance of success, and there may be challenges around getting that or seeing that happen here. And so you may experience some scattered thoughts, or there's a need to regroup and have your thoughts together so that you can avoid some negative consequences with money, because your energy and attitude is the Four of Cups. Now this could just be with the Knight of Swords, you're taking aggressive action to try to seize an opportunity or create an opportunity to address what's going on with your money situation, to improve it or to increase it. But this is asking you to have your wits about you, and be careful how you're coming at this. Or this may be you dealing with somebody coming at you. But the Four of Cups, if you take a look at this Four of Cups, nobody is fucking happy. This is discontentment and dissatisfaction with everybody. What's interesting here is you have the three people here in the Four of Cups, and you have the three people here in the Three of Cups. So this doesn't look like it got started right from the jump. Okay, didn't look like you was on the same page here, and you definitely are not on the same page here with the Four of Cups. So there's some discontentment and dissatisfaction here with this Four of Cups energy. Now the Four of Cups is saying that you could be bored, others could be bored. Be careful about being jaded. Be careful about self-pitying. This is also saying this is a warning for you to pay the fuck attention to what the hell is going on and with who you're dealing with and what you're doing. There could be an unexpected offer and that you may need to scrutinize. The Four of Cups is also saying you could be so worried about your money situation that you can't even see the opportunity that's right in front of you, that there's some sort of answer for you and you just can't see it in order to increase your money. Or you could just simply be refusing to see, or who you're dealing with is refusing to see. And so be careful about feeling sorry for yourself or feeling stuck and held back. You could be just feeling stuck and held back here in the situation. But also I'm picking up that for some of you, this is because of a promotion or some sort of step forward that you've taken about your money situation to increase it or improve it. And it turns out that you're not happy with that change. You're not happy with that move that's being made here. You could be enduring a dull situation. Okay? This may be just you thinking that you're trapped, but there's an air of depression around this energy. And so if you think that you're trapped, the thing is you're not focusing on how to go about changing it, and that's what needs to happen instead, because there is a way to do that. There is a progression here. I don't feel it's a progression with your money and finance situation that you are contented about, but it's certainly one that there's a need to focus on healing and figure out how you can move to getting some fulfillment here. I'm hearing curb your enthusiasm. So you also have for the Fool, as your Fool's advice card for the Four of Cups, is the Law Fool. The Fool's wisdom is to know the law. So with the Law Fool here, I feel like there's a need for you to do your homework, do the research, but also it's saying for you to examine the rules and the regulations by which you live. Whether it's social, business, relational, spiritual. It's important which you choose to follow. So for example, like traffic laws. That's about protect, right? For public safety, or societal laws. It's about perhaps you applying your own rules. Okay, the thing is, what rules are you applying if that's the case, and are you following them? Okay, do you follow the rules? Do you follow the law? And so the question here is about and around perhaps respect and responsibility to cooperate with the rules and to follow through and obey them for everyone's protection, for everyone to have harmony, and that even the minor infraction against following the rules can wreak havoc and cause major chaos around your situation that can't go unaddressed, okay? And can have, lasting effects, or it can affect your situation when you least expect it if you just let some shit slide. This may also be you just simply being an outlaw, that you're trying to come at something that you're not happy about. And so there's a need for you to be careful about the way in which you're doing that. Are you being diplomatic, reasonable? Are you using tact? Because this is saying there's a need to be mindful of how you intellectually choose to follow through on things. And that you also want to intellectually choose to follow through on things that are going to best serve you physically, mentally, socially, spiritually, yada, yada, yada. This is also asking you to understand the rules, because if you don't, then you come in at something, out of corner pocket, and you could be just all kinds of wrong. There's a need to have a mature attitude towards navigating this money situation, especially as it has to deal with others, and especially as it has to do with the actions you are undertaking, so that you can have the best possible outcome for yourself and for the situation. You want to be smart about this. It's like major screaming. There's a need to be smart about things. So let's see, Capricorn, what's an additional message that could come out for you. What's the additional message for Capricorn? Because you could be just struggling to move on from something, or something just doesn't sit right with you, or you think it's not right, and you may want to uphold what's right, or there may be a need to uphold doing right. But this is about doing right. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, you have 3 cards. Protecting. Protect your family income and health. Maintain and ensure your possessions. Build a cash buffer or emergency fund. Put in place a will. Review beneficiary nominations. Diversify investments. I am creating resilience to cope with the unexpected. Okay, so that Tower could be something about this unexpected that's happening with money or coming up that's causing you to have to spend money. And so there's a need to protect your money, to prepare, to get ready. You also have, I am working towards what is important to me. What is truly important to me? In what ways could I use my money to bring this into my life? So there's a need for you to be you focused. Okay, to be self-focused, not selfish focused. Okay, so there's a need for you to know if something's worth doing or not worth doing, if you should do or shouldn't do, and if you can afford it, or if you can't afford it. And be mindful of the risk. And then you also have harmony. Align your habits and actions with wealth in ways that are in harmony with your financial and life goals. So there's a need to focus on doing what gives you peace and gives you harmony in a situation for yourself, and as it has to do with dealing with others that could be involved in this same thing for you, where your money is connected here, or your goals with money is connected here. Let's see what the guidance is. Let's see some additional guidance. What's some additional guidance for Capricorn? Wow, Capricorn, you have a lot of messages that's coming through here. Be careful of underhandedness coming from others and coming from you. Okay. You may be finding you having to buck up against something, or someone is bucking up against you. But this is around some sort of mistake with money and some sort of cover up, some fuck up that's going on here that is not being addressed the right way, or there's some underhanded tactics on dealing with it. And either you're part of that show, or you're trying to come and bring down the show. Either way, you got to be careful about how you go about communicating and strategizing for this. Don't just, come at it aggressive, trying to force something and you wrong, or get smacked down. You want to make sure you're right, and you have a method that's actually something that's going to work for you and not end up being madness. So keep your emotions in check, because there's a lot of water energy here. What's the guidance for Capricorn, please? Can we have guidance for Capricorn, please? Because you're longing for something more to happen, and you could be feeling defeated, or you're looking to win at all costs. I don't know what side you are on this, but thank you, Spirit. You need a quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts around this and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. So you're going to need to do that. So if you're angry, you're confused, something's a mystery, you're in fear, any of those negative emotions, don't use that to fuel your next move. That means you need to take a step back, go retreat, gather yourself, okay? Create some peace and calm within yourself. Review this shit if there's time and it permits. And then really come at this with a logical and rational perspective. It's almost as if, it's not what you feel, it's what you know. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. All of that matters. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye, Capricorn. Take care.